to it today. Second album from the band, a couple of different styles on there from the first album. Having been doing music for so long, how do you push yourself to do different things?
It's my passion, really. You know, music primarily is my passion, and you know, with my boys, my kids as well. It's the same for them. They've all been passionate about music since they were really young and playing instruments. So you know, it's not like a lot of hard work really to get together and, you know, do stuff, whatever it is. As long as we're playing music, you know, things are okay.
So, I mean, how does the...
Pardon?
You go, Phil, sorry.
I said we planned to do... Last year we were hoping to get an album out this year, but by the end of the year. And luckily before any lockdown thing started in March, we got all our shit together and the songs like by about the end of February, I think.
Oh, good.
So we were all ready to go, and then lockdown came. But we have our own recording studio a few miles away, which Todd's in charge of. Like, he runs it, and he records other bands in there and stuff. But so we just went down, you know, took it in turns to go down and do our parts and everything, you know, and socially distanced down there, and so that's the way the album came about.
Okay.
And but by I don't know, halfway through April, then we had 13 brand new tracks, like. So it's worked out good for us. At least we can say we got a great album out of what else is a shit year, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how do you go with the like in any band there's a democracy, but there's also a dictator. I think we all know that. So considering you've got the experience, how does the band then work with writing and collating the ideas?
No, we all write together. I mean, Todd showed up with at least 5 or 6 songs which were, you know, more or less complete, you know, almost finished. That was great. I don't know how long he'd had them for, but fairly recently. I mean, I showed up with not quite as many as Todd, and Tyler was on the bass. Tyler came up with, you know, some cool bass stuff which we turned into songs, and Dane was there arranging the different drum parts, and you know, it's just that, you know, we try if everyone chips in an idea, we'll try every idea. We won't like just throw something out before if we haven't tried it. You know, no one can argue then.
Yeah.
You know, but I kind of, if there is a stalemate, it doesn't happen very often, but I'm forced into making an executive decision on certain matters. Not necessarily to do with songwriting, but with a band, that's kind of how it works. But generally a democracy, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't like being you know, making a final decision. Most things we all agree on anyway, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you were talking there about the different styles. I mean, I only got the album today, so because it's nighttime here in Australia, so I was listening today, and there is different stuff in there. I mean, there's blues, there's a 2-minute Balls to the Wall song in there, the breakdown in the song Hate Machine. Like I kept going back and listening to that as well. I mean, there are different stuff there. I mean, and as you said, I mean, you're comfortable if it just sounds good, just doing it, regardless of what style it is and what your background is.
Yeah, we just want to, you know, record. You know, we're a classic rock band. You know, I don't think we're heavy metal or nothing. You know, we just, you know, write good rock music. You know, that's what we're good at. That's what we like what we try and do it. It comes in various forms. More laid back stuff. But there's still great rock music, like so.
Yeah.
I'm really over the moon with this album. I think the production values as well. Production is massive on it.
It is really good.
The album actually sounds louder. It sounds louder than any other album. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I just can't wait for it to get released and the world, listen to it, get the rocks off, hopefully.
It is a good album. It's an album that I think it's a driving album. If you're going on a bit of a drive somewhere, it's
oh yeah.
It's one of them. You got the stereo blaring, and you're right, because it is loud, and it's louder than the engine of the car. That's the vibe that I got from it.
I think it's best to be played loud, for full benefit, definitely.
Yeah.
But in a car would be good, with the top open.
Yeah, most definitely. So, I mean, obviously on the first album, you guys then went off and did some touring and that. I mean, what did you learn anything from your sons touring with them?
I don't know. We probably all learn off each other subconsciously, like. We've been a close family for years, and they'd come on the road and see Motörhead for a show or two, and our musical history goes back a long way, like so. We just enjoy touring, being a working rock band.
That's good.
It's a lot of fun. We go off bowling and we go visit museums and things, on days off, and go out for meals and stuff. So
because you've always
try and keep it interesting.
Because you always stayed in Wales, didn't you? You never moved to America.
Well, for a good few years with Motörhead, I was more or less based there. We were spending so much time there, and so I was at one point for a few years spending more time there than in Wales. But never officially
Okay.
over there, no.
I mean, when the obviously the album's coming out now. There's the COVID situation. I'm guessing your plans in terms of touring, and you are a tourer. I mean, as you said, you guys are a hard-working rock band in that aspect. I mean, what plans do you have after the album's dropped?
Well, we booked stuff up for next year. I mean, this year was going to be our busiest year. We had more festivals than we've ever played, and we had tours booked. So that's gone. Obviously, that's gone out the window. So we got stuff booked. We're booking up for next year just in case, but it's anyone's guess. Until there's a vaccine and and everything's perfectly safe, I don't think there's going to be much going on. I'm not going to risk things for myself and my kids and my band.
Yeah, don't blame you. What do you think of the like a lot of the bands are doing streaming live shows now? I mean, is that something you guys would consider?
I've never thought about it actually. I would never say never. Like, we haven't come to that point yet. I don't know. We haven't spoke about it yet. We might do something next year, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. So basically, we just just playing a waiting game at the moment. But I'd rather be playing live. But obviously, if we can't play live, doing one of these streaming things is probably a decent alternative. I haven't put much thought into it yet.
Well, there's an idea for you. So, have that for free.
Yeah.
So what? I do have to ask because I know it's been a topic of conversation, and it's not so much to do with your new band, but it's more to do with your previous band. Um, the Hall of Fame situation. Do you actually care?
Oh, no, in a word, no.
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I was in Cleveland a few years ago, and they give you the opportunity to go and vote, and I voted for Motorhead based on the criteria that they look for, which was culturally defining, plenty of albums, influencing people, that sort of thing. And I'm still flabbergasted to say. But that's Americans for you, I guess.
I know some of the people that to get through on there, like I wouldn't want to be associated with some of them. Anyway, like, but no, it don't bother me. Me and Lem went there when it when it kind of first opened when we were in Cleveland, and we weren't impressed with the place. Yeah, and they just had up. There was a lot of bollocks there, and
Yeah.
they just had a token, small, one or two pictures of the Ramones, and it's supposed to be a rock and roll place, like.
Yeah, it's a really good.
Looked at each other then, and
That was one of the things I
we
can.
looked at each other then, like, and we thought, fucking hell, this is a bit naff.
Yeah.
So no, it don't bother me at all. I've got a Grammy on my mantelpiece, and I'm quite happy with that, and various other awards we've achieved over the years. So
Well, I think.
it's a bit of a joke, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame thing.
I thought the same when I walked around there. I remember they had they were talking about the various music scenes and how they've influenced. So naturally with it being America, there was the Flower Power, San Francisco, and all this. And I remember they had the huge section to grunge music. The heavy metal section was tiny, and there was nothing about whether we like the music or not's irrelevant, but there was nothing about that whole that Britpop scene in the early to late to early 90s that we had in the UK. And I'm going, they're all culturally defining. I'm going, but it was so Americanized, it kind of ignored anything that wasn't American.
I don't know how they can, live with themselves, really. I don't know who makes the decisions there, but it seems obviously they're getting it wrong, like a lot of the time.
Every year.
I ain't gonna lose any sleep over it.
Wouldn't have thought so.
No.
I mean, it's I only got one other question about Motorhead because I know it's not about Motorhead on this one. You're the longest serving member of Motorhead, right? Guitarist in Motorhead. Actually, you'll be the second longest member.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just done the maths there. Yeah. Do you have any input on the things like the 40-year anniversary of Ace? I know you weren't on the album, but do you have any input on them sort of releases? Or is that something that's becoming more...
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we discuss things, and you find on one of the releases is a live We Are the Road Crew of me and Mickey and Lem playing on it, which we checked that out, and we like that version and stuff. Yeah, we all it gets talked about and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't sure because I remember reading Lemmy's autobiography a few years ago. Whether he wrote it or not, I don't know. But in it, he was commenting that, especially during the 80s, you guys just had shit record deals. And I sometimes sit there and think, are record companies just doing things without, your input? But obviously you do, so that's good.
No, we still got me and Mickey, we still got our manager, which he takes care of our Motörhead involvement,
That's good.
So we don't get ripped off.
Yeah. Now, when I...
And some of this stuff as well, I'm thinking, it could open up some Motörhead to a whole new generation, Some of these, like the Ace of Spades release and everything.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I would, just on a personal level, and again, just throwing it out there for you, I mean, I know certainly them albums that did come out in the 80s, especially the 80s ones, they're a lot harder to find. I mean, would there be is there any desire to go and get them out there reissued in the future?
Well, they're all on different labels.
That was Castle Communications then.
It depends on. It gets really complicated and stuff like that. There's so many deals goes on, and they should all be freely available. Like if not, I don't know why some are more difficult than others. It's just the way the business works. Like we probably went through about 5 or 6 labels, unfortunately, all the time. I guess some probably not even printing some anymore. I really don't know that. We just got to keep searching.
I will, because I know there's some good stuff in there, and I want to grab a hold of it, which I'll do. So, I mean, when I go and type up, or obviously go and do this interview, I'm obviously going to talk about what the songs are that stand out in the album for me. But for you, what are probably the 2 or 3 main songs that you would want people to grab a hold of first off this new album? That's the opening track.
Song, I think, the opening track. The second one is great. I think Son of a Gun.
That's the new video.
I like them all. The last track is great.
Waves, yeah, it's like 6.5 minutes. Yeah.
That's got a fantastic chorus on that. There's Born to Roam on there. There's the Desert Song.
Yeah.
I like them all, I haven't got fed up with them yet.
And Neil's vocals on this album is really he's on point, isn't he?
Yeah. We left all that to him, he's well capable of doing a great job.
He wrote all the lyrics as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's pretty dark with some of the lyrics. You'd have to have an in-depth conversation with him if you want to know more about him, really. But I think there's a few dark areas lurking here and there, which is cool.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was a great album as well. Well, I'm only.
The Age of Absurdity turned out to be kind of true, didn't it? Thinking about the Age of Absurdity,
Certainly did. Well, I was only.
Now at the moment.
I'm only supposed to take 15 minutes of your time, and I've taken 19. So.
Okay, man.
So, Phil, thank you very much for your help and your time and that today. Do you have anything last things you want to say?
Yeah, just enjoy We're the Bastards, and hopefully when all this COVID bollocks is over with, we'll come and visit Australia. I seriously mean that, because we know how discerning you people are for quality rock and roll music. So we deserve each other.
I wholeheartedly agree there, Phil. I can't wait to see you down here.
Okay, my friend.
Take care, buddy.
All right, nice talking to you. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.